Just guys, we are seeing present show many the contents of this tense. Let me ask it to you, just like I have the markers, there are so many parts and same as usual. In passive voice, so many contents are there. But let me ask you one more thing. We just right now we are discuss the rule and examples of the simple present. How to change into the passive voice. Are you understood? If you are understanding and understood, so we can call I am going to the start second module of this part. What is that? This is called the past tense. Past tense under these four categories we cannot forget about them. Number one we can call simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. Simple past under the most relevant topic you know about that. What is the second form of verb? Definitely we can use in a simple past second form of verb. Third, second things, past continuous tense under. Past under you are expressing your continuity. Past tense under expression for a continuity. There is need you have to use here ing form of verb. That may I say this is was verb plus ing form of verb. Past perfect tense under don't forget about it is use of had plus verb third form. Most relevant topic. And a past perfect continuous tense under we can call here had plus been plus verb ing form of verb. But in the past perfect tense under two combined sentences we are always right. Yeah, in some cases only the one time. Just like I will give you. The patient had died before doctor came. Most popular statement. The meeting had been over before a chief guest came. Second statement. Now let me ask it to you. In this change into the passive voice, you have to pay attention. If there is need use of was, were plus verb third form. Actually, in a passive voice under verb third form is the most compulsion. Compulsion means compulsory. Without third form, we cannot say this is the passive voice. Past continuous tense under was will be there, were will be there, plus don't be forget about being, plus we can call verb paracetamol everywhere. For third things under we can call here had been, yes, had been plus verb third form. And past perfect continuous tense under had plus being plus verb third form. Don't forget about this. Let me say one more thing. I told you in a previous use of since and for. Since I told you it is used for point of time. Point of time. Or I said to you the for the period of time. Period of time. What do you mean about the point of time? Point of time is we can call just like good morning. Just I told you 9 o'clock. These are all the point of the equal and accurate time. Neither high nor a bottom. But for the period of time, 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 week, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year and so many. For them, we have to use these. Dear students, this is the shortcut. And for the key terms, let me ask you, if you want to prepare them, don't be forget in a glimpse of the slide. I will say to you, this is my whiteboard and you have to note down from there. I will suggest to you for a short revision, you can just take the screenshot. Okay, I hope you are taking. Then after, let's come to the point one more time of the revision. First, verb second form. Second was verb plus ing, had plus verb third form, had been plus verb ing form. In there, I told you the was verb plus verb third form. Was were being plus verb third form, had been verb third form, had being plus verb third form, along with that since and for. Are you understanding about it? If you are understood, I will give the examples. Let's try to attempt it. Okay. Now, under this past tense, look at here. Number one, first slide is active voice. Or second part you have to write here. This is called your passive voice. Active voice and passive voice. Active voice under, just look at here. He called me. He called me. Very simple example. I will start from very key points. He called me. This is a simple past. Point to be noted. Simple past. First of all, you have to recognize it. Why, sir? Because there is verb second form. Which one is there, sir? Called. Call, this is the second form. Up, let me I say, don't be forget about which I told you, this arrow. Don't forget about this arrow. This is the key point. Okay. And now look at here, how do they change into the passive voice? First of all, I told you how to recognize the object. He called. What? There is no answer. It means that there is a me. There is a me. Me is an indirect object. It is indirect object. Why? Because it is given answer by whom? It is given answer by whom? He called me. He called what? No answer. So we can call there is no direct object. But whom? Me. We can call there is an indirect object. So I will say to you, the passive voice I will change according to the indirect object. How? How? There is a question mark. Method. So me for I will write here. Me for this pattern accordingly. I. Simple past. Don't forget I, along with that I have used was. Okay. Was plus called, for called, because the first, second, third form they are the same as usual, so we can call there is a called. Okay, we can call called. And he for by, don't forget about him. Changed. अब let me say, in the sense of there is a negative. Negative. So negative for what is method. If I will write the same statement in negative form, negative for he did not call me. Okay, he did not call me. It's long for you. Okay, he did not call me. Call me. Sir, already there is a did, do, did, done. We can call there is the second form of the verb. So we are understanding there is simple past tense. He did not call me. How to change it? As usual. So me for we can write here I. I, and I accordingly I was not called by him. Okay, this is called the negative statement. What is this? This is called the negative. So negative for we can call a negative. Negative for negative. Or let me ask, if I will ask to you, did he? We can call this is a yes or no based interrogative. And if you will start by the WH word, we can call this is the WH word based interrogative. Okay, I hope you are understanding about the simple past. Now I will discuss to you past continuous tense along with it. Along with it, simple past continuous tense. Past continuous tense and past continuous tense and look at here. Just I told to you past continuous tense and was and were plus ing form of were. When we have to change it to passive voice, so don't be forget about was oblique were plus being plus verb paracetamol. Either positive or negative. Let me give you the example. Sonu sir, Sonu sir was attended, attended, Sonu sir was attending, attending your maths class, your maths class. Sonu sir was attending your maths class. Let me change into the passive voice. Sonu sir was attending. Sonu sir was attending. What attending? Why? Your maths class. So your maths class, there is your, we can say, Sonu sir was attending. What attending? Your maths class. This is a direct object. We can call this is your direct object. Okay. So how to change into the passive voice? Look at here. We can call your maths class. Your maths class was being, very good, was being attended by, attended by Mr. Sonu sir. Okay, Mr. Sonu sir. Okay, this is your passive voice of the continuous tense. You know, both are for the correct. Just I told to you, both are the correct. You know. Okay. Up, let me ask it to you one more thing. Past continuous tense for after past perfect continuous tense. Okay. Next topic is past perfect continuous tense or perfect tense. Or perfect tense. Past perfect tense under we can call had, had, had plus verb third form. Okay. And how to change it to passive voice in the case of passive voice? In the case of passive voice, in case of passive voice for had, been plus verb third form. Ab example, I will say to the example, be focused, and each and every points you can be note down in your copy. This is I am teaching to you the for the copy notes. Please, this is the key points. Note down in your copy. Ab example I will give you. Look at here example. Example. Anuradha, Anuradha had invited her father, at home. Anuradha had invited Anuradha had invited her Anuradha had invited her father at a home. Wow. है ना? A we can call here. There is alliteration according to figure of a speech repeated of the letters. Okay. So Anuradha had invited her father at a home. So there is a little bit we can call HH. There is a alliteration figure of a speech. Okay. Now, how do they change into the passive voice? Look at here. The first of all, you have to recognize where is my direct and indirect object. Anuradha had invited what? No answer. Whom? Her father. Her father we can call there is a direct object. I will start from here. Her father. Her father there is a direct object. Right here. Her father. Her father. Next. Had been. Had been. Next. Invited. Invited. Up there is the key points. Sir, what about the at home? So rest remaining words you can write here. At home. At home. By what? Anuradha. Anuradha. Let me act mega sense. Let me say about what do you mean about the negative? Anuradha had not invited her father at home. Yeah, her father had not been. We can call here not will be there. Had not been invited invited at home by Anuradha. So this is called active voice and this is called the passive voice. Either if you write in affirmative statement, yeah, we can call there is affirmative. If there is a negative, so we can call there is also negative. This is the interrogative, so we have to write it into interrogative. So this is a key points which I told to you how to write into the passive voice of the past perfect tense. Dear students, I will just give you one more example and comment in the comment box if you know about it. Sentence is English wala had taught us tense 5 days ago. Sentence is English wala had taught us tense 5 days ago. If you know how to change it to the passive voice, comment in the comment box and we have to check a response to your answer. If you have seen complete analysis of the past tense, how to change it to passive voice. One more, there is a remaining. Let me discuss to you. That is the remaining part is past perfect continuous tense. After I have to just give the little bit pause for you. Just glass of water. Okay, let's come to the point. Okay, the topic is we can call past perfect continuous tense. Okay, a little bit attraction for I'm just mention over there. Past perfect continuous tense. Okay, first one we have to recognize the statement of the active voice. First of all, we have to recognize the statement of the active voice. Past perfect continuous tense under, let me say to you, had been plus ing. We can call the same as usual in the case of the since, case of the for. Okay. This is a format we can call, yeah, we can say this is the rule of the active voice. Same sense for the passive voice. Please check the video. What's going on?